Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Let's type out the game plan right now. Game plan today. Bulls. Bulls want to get over 5. Oh, they're already over that. They're actually going to be opening right here. They will want to work towards the overnight gap fib from previous day. $5.18.20s towards 520.50. Higher lows that hold previous day low or bullish. Bears will want rejections of gap fib from previous day or break of 512s. And that's it. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all hear me, right? Just double checking. Make sure my mic's on. All right, send the link out. See? Okay, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, we're here. Less than 2 minutes. Market opens. Here in a minute, I will call Jack. I'm going to give it a minute, though. Good morning, Ryan, Alexis, Eric, Ashley Miller, Fake Mojo, VC, Elisa, VC, Ryan, SK, King Clips, Jacko, Kim, King Carnage, Mel, Prop. Good morning to each and every one of you. Also, if you are in the Discord, my boy Eric, he already posted the news today and the movement from it. You can see, as we kind of thought yesterday, PPI might not be as important in terms of movement. It also really didn't give us any kind of new information, so no big reaction today. But that might lead to a bigger reaction. Yo, good morning, Susan. Good morning, Kid83. Ready to be great. Good morning, gang. Good morning, Riak. Good morning, E. Market is open. We are opening slightly higher. I don't want to say much higher. And yeah, slight pullback, kind of expected. Didn't really get that much of a higher open. Good morning, Tobias. Good morning, everybody. Microsoft is up nicely. Apple opening higher, but not with the same strength. Good call out, Jack. Good morning, Adam. What's up, Green? Upper or lower gap, which will it cover? Yeah, that's a good question because we have both now. I would like to think we covered this lower gap first, kind of chill, base out a little bit, and then maybe work towards filling that. But remember, we don't have to fill this gap. We don't have to. Yes, most gaps are filled, but that doesn't mean every single one will. So this rejection could be it for all we know, right? If this ends up being a lower high of the previous day high, that is not a good sign. We're most likely going to come down here and test 512, 512.85s. I'd say the break of previous day close, this level right here, I'd say this is like a good second confirmation for anybody looking for short-term shorts towards this previous day low. But just remember, we are kind of between a very high volume area, between 520.50 and 512, which is a lot more manageable of a range. I made that pretty clear. For anybody who's watching SPX, all you gotta do is check trade floor. I even posted exactly what to do. So don't overthink that shit. Alright, Jack, let's get you... Well, hold up, I can't... It's hard because my audio is messed up right now. Let's see, Discord. Should bring you in here, but we'll see what it does. Alright. Real quick, let's check some other stuff. Triple Qs. I need to check IWM. Okay, nothing crazy there. What did I post last night? I had Apple. No. I had Nvidia. Nvidia's pumping again. Go surprise. This thing's just gonna pump again, isn't it? So last night I posted Nvidia, Tesla. AMD's moving some more. Coin is another one I like. I think Coin's gonna start blasting off again. But if this lower high trend remains, it's not gonna be good. But I like this candle, and it's in a good spot. You have a little bit of base, and you have a piercing line. So basically, as long as this is holding this area right here, it's bullish. D-Dog getting some movement finally. This is one we talked about the other day. I like that one. Sophie, inside bar, daily. FTNT, kind of stuck inside of the 2 day ago candle. And Boeing might not be done bleeding. They're still holding previous day low, but if they lose that, there's definitely more blood in store. Good morning, Leland. How you doing, man? And yeah, guys, be sure to share the stream link around. It helps out a ton. Definitely appreciate that. I forgot to share it everywhere, to be fair. Trying to wake up, Sam. I was going to try to get on early again today, but I just couldn't. I went to sleep too late. Remember to drop a like on the stream. Appreciate you, Fake Mojo. Good morning, Matty Ice. Good morning, D-Touch. How you doing, man? Damn, we got the whole gang here today. Oops, I did not mean to make that noise. I'm sorry if that was loud. Mel saying, come on, fill it. Come on. You can do it. Technically, most of it is filled. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Good job, Mel. He said out half, out more. Let's go. And yeah, I put a pretty detailed plan in here today. I don't know why everyone's acting like it didn't just get posted. It's pretty simple. You're either bullish over this or you're bearish under it. Here's a look on the smaller time frame so you get a better see at that. Nice current day open rejection. Missed it. Puts. I mean, good job, guys. Pretty obvious rejection. I'm really happy to see a lot of people catching that instantly. Now, do you have to hold puts all day? No, I'm just saying I'm really happy to see a lot of people, whether you take a play on it or not, feeling that there were bears stepping in right there. Like it was almost too obvious, right? And now we've hit previous day close, so now there's no worries about what Mel just said. What was the first thing Mel said this morning? Does anybody want to answer that question? Mel said, which gap do we fill first? Probably the one that's a lot closer. We went down, we smacked previous day close. Now we're done with that one. Now we can focus on the gap that goes to the upside. Or, just like I showed on SPX, we maintain under 51.7527 cents. If we do that, then we are still bearish. If we get over this, it's a very good sign that we can start working towards this gap fill. So that's what our main focus is today. Does everybody have an understanding of what we're looking at and what we're looking for? Does anybody have any questions on what we may be looking at or looking for? Please let me know. And look, right as I just said, bulls are possibly going to show up on the chart. Look, somebody else posted that. It's not just me, guys. Look at Jack's chart. Really good lower high, good break of today's open, good retest of it on the 1 minute. Good post, Jack. Good post, everybody. Just glad to see everybody on task. And I'm not really ever telling you guys this as in like told you so or like, look, it works. I'm literally just showing you that other people know how to do it too. Because I want you to know that it is possible. That this route you're taking isn't a waste of time. This energy you're using, the amount of time you're using, the amount of hard work that you're using, you know, it's not going to waste. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Creator. I haven't enjoyed a PPI day in a long time. Now, CPI is a different story, but PPI days, I have not had much fun. I'll be honest with you. You can go back and you can historically go chart all of them, and you'll see there actually isn't that much movement. PPI is kind of a hesitant day for people. But what's funny, though, is at the end of PPI day, like power hour today, you probably will see some crazy movement. And then tomorrow, we'll probably get some amazing movement as well. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, we should get some amazing movement tomorrow. And that right there is why people are not going to make money tomorrow, because they're going to hesitate today and they're going to take Friday off. Guess what we're all going to do? We're going to still trade tomorrow, because there's going to definitely be moves tomorrow. Oh, I just dropped my phone. That sounded awesome. So sorry if that was really loud. Alright, I'm going to pull this back over to this screen so you guys don't have to see Discord anymore. But I just wanted to show you all that, because it's like every morning it's like that. And it just blows my mind when someone's like, why did y'all know to get puts? It's like, bro, read chat. Read chat. Like 20 people said why. It's not even me having to explain anything anymore. Everybody in chat does it instantly. It's a natural cause that you see everyone breaking something down in the chat in the morning. It's an amazing thing to see. No, you don't have to take today off. I don't want you guys to think you can't trade. You can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know historically how I have traded on PPI days. I don't want you to think just because I've had a bad time that means you're going to have a bad time. Now, you could totally beat my ass, Sweets, bro. But I'm going to still call out TA. Right now, we're bearish. I'm sorry to let you guys know this, but we are bearish until we get over this 515. And then I can talk about us getting over today's, but we are still bearish short term. SPX has done nothing but reject the one level I said I'm bullish over. It rejected it and has pulled back. We're at previous day close. So we're pretty much just waiting for previous day close in SPX. You go to SPY, pretty much just waiting on previous day close. Master Leland does say that. But we're retesting, so I don't care what Master Leland says. Plus, I promise you Master Leland will still take an inside of the range retest if he sees it like this. You need to read better, because we definitely take trades in between previous day high and previous day low. I would say a majority of our largest trades are taken between those levels. But it is a good rule of thumb if you want to know when to take more passive trades, because he is correct on that. If you're taking a trade in between a previous day high and a previous day low, and it is a tighter range, it is going to be almost impossible to get that passive opportunity that Leland is trying to explain to you. I promise you he meant that, though, because there's plenty of trades that we're taking inside of the range. Good rule of thumb, though. Honestly, you guys should just go check out his post on, I think it's Trade Flow or Game Plans and Levels, but it's the one where he talks about what you should be bullish above, what you should be bearish under. It's a pretty simple checklist, and I think about it every day. A good starting point, exactly. Yeah, you know him. You know him, Leland. Creator doesn't read a whole lot. It's all good. He says, "I took the trade, big dog. I swear." Strong rejection of 514.82. So far, a very nice rejection of it. You are definitely, yes, you are correct. We're just waiting for a break of previous day close. We get that, and it's blood. We get a hold of this, and there's a very good chance bulls want to try to test today's open. It's pinned in game plans and levels. Thank you, Shaq, for looking at the speed of light. You answered so fast. Appreciate that, man. Or me and Leland appreciate that. Thank you. Leland's like, no, I don't. Good rejection by Tesla. The death of Boeing continues. We all love to see it. The only stock I love to see fall to the floor. Coin. Coin giving up a lot of its strength. I guess a lot did, though, to be fair. Let's see. Do the bulls show up? Or do they give up? We want that stop to drop like it's planes. Great post by many people in chat. I see Mangekyo Kevo as usual. I see Wacko Jackal as usual. I see Peoples. I see Rambo. I see Viztex. I see D-Touch. People's commenting on the white charts again. Damn, I'm really going to be the last person with a dark chart in my chat. That's crazy. Because I'm not going to white. Now, I will say this. Y'all definitely don't like dark charts as way more than I don't like white charts, though. Because I don't even actually mind them. Now, if one of you post a yellow chart, I will ban you. You post a chart that's straight up like the dark or the brightest yellow I've ever... Like construction bright yellow, I'm banning you straight up. White, dark, gray, purple, blue. Do whatever you want. You use yellow... and you're gone. What color chart does everyone in here use? Let's get a poll in here. Let's get a poll in here, mods. Let's get a poll. Start a poll. Color of background of chart, just so we're all aware. Dark, white. Should I add an option? So I got dark and white. Should I add another option like random color? Random bright color. Okay. I literally said you're getting banned if you have a yellow chart. What is the next thing I see in my chat? Okay. Okay. Everybody's a smartass. Making it... I can't even type. Making it easy for me. You guys are follow... He was the first person to post it. Y'all need to drink water. No, they need God. Y'all need God. Y'all need something. Alright, I'm posting the poll. Random bright color is the third option. Yo, y'all are actually crazy for that quickly switching over to yellow and posting. Y'all are crazy. I don't care how good your levels look. You're a bunch of smart ass. Look, you know what's funny too? Each one of them posted actual TA. Like, he's like, oh, guys, look. Like, he actually wouldn't. He didn't just post a chart, right? And neither did Leland. He straight up calling out SPX Bulls trying to hold previous day close, right? Then you got Peoples coming in here. He's like, guys, look at the previous day 50% level. Like, look at these smart asses. I can't even delete the posts because they're actually productive posts. You guys. All right, at the top, we have a pretty crucial vote and poll going on right now, guys. Make sure to head on over to the poll at the top of the screen. I actually don't know where it pops up on your screen, so ignore me. But your poll should be somewhere on YouTube. Go click on that. It's just a fun poll. We're just seeing who the true minority of the charting group is. And it looks like I'm not losing, huh? 68% strongly in the dark section. Oh, 70%. We're pushing that. Oh, back to 68. About to just get sinful. Killed it and all done for me now. Good job, Mel. Okay. Now we're getting a little crazy with it. Set this chart so you're only bullish. Red chart is lit. That's a way of putting it. Chartist. Try yellow. Oh my god. You guys are funny today. It's like everybody got the same like vibe today. You're like, today might not be crazy. Everybody's just like, all right, time to be the comedian. Cracks knuckles. Yo, good job, Mel. Using some sort of bot to vote. I know it. That would be you. Out of us two, that would be you. What are you talking about? Yo, 73%. That's pretty good out of 30 people. This looking like a buy the dip entry? It is. So basically, I'm bearish as long as you're under this level. If you break this, you're still somewhat bearish under today's open because we have broken it. But what I'm more worried about is if they hold 515. So I'm pretty much just in it. This is like a no trade range. But if you see a break of this or you like the rejection of this, you could be bearish. If you like the retake of this, you can be bullish. And if you like to push over today's open, oh, what the hell? Oh. And if you like to push towards today's open, that's also bullish. But something else I'm kind of keeping in my mind is, no, we didn't break structure, but I'm a fib guy. I just love drawing fibs. And instantly I just see this. I just see this, right? So it's not really this level, right? It's kind of like a combination of multiple levels of 515, which works out for us because, again, our main focus is today's open, not all these levels down here. So I'm kind of more focused on this fib now because this did actually break a level, and it did break the highs. So I'm really just interested to see, like, of this dip, do they hold a bearish percentage of it or a bullish percentage of it? Because if they come back over and hold over 515.25, I have to assume they're going to pop over today's open. If they reject this, I have to assume we're going to probably break previous day close. Does that make sense? So you see why I'm a little hesitant towards saying buy the dip entry or short this instantly, because you're in kind of a gray area right now where it looks maybe like 60% bearish, 40% bullish, but at any moment, once they pop under or over a level, it could change that probability a lot more. You know what I mean? And you got to think in relative too. Like, if I see this and then I see it curl up, of course I'm going to be bullish because it's curling back up. But if you don't get that initiating reaction after to follow up, it's not really worth anything, right? It's just liquidity for another dip. So that's another thing too. Is like, yeah, this curl should excite you. Mel posted my shit. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. So he likes how we opened higher. We dipped. We went back up. He likes of that from under the open how much we rejected of it. I promise if you grab a fib from here to here, this is probably rejecting a halfway point too, but he can see that without drawing it. And you can see we end up rejecting, pulling back down, and we make it down to previous day close, a level that we do not ignore in here. He took profits. Good job, Mel. Not ignoring targets, not trying to sell past them, but selling towards them. Great job. 514.81, strong. What did D-Touch say? Ryan said 1 minute looked more rounded and created a higher low, but wasn't breaking that level like you said. And that's good. That's good that you see that because you see like, okay, there's some potential here. And you can see like where we have a doji now. You guys know just as well as I that it's because we're struggling. We're at a spot where this looks so bullish, but then at the other hand, it's like, well, this could also flip so bearish, you know, and we're just stuck in between those two scenarios. That's why you're getting indecisive candles. That's why you're getting legs on both sides. Because what are legs? Does anybody actually know what a wick is? A wick is just confusion, is what it is. That's how you should see these. If you ever see a wick on both sides of a candle, regardless of size, it's just confusion. It's the possible transfer of power. It's the possible transfer of trend, for all we know, right? And the biggest confirmation you can use after a doji is always going to be that follow-up candle. It's always going to be the confirmations or any piece of information that pops up after that doji. What are legs? You don't want to be a part of those candles, but don't let those candles scare you. I see a lot of people mention them, and they're like, I don't want to trade those. Dojis actually lead into what might be, and they're not all dojis, but they lead into some of the best confirmations. Upper wick is power, 100%. Yeah, no, if you have like an undershadow or you have an overshadow by itself, that's my favorite. That's where you get your hammers, your inverted hammers, your shooters, whatever you want to call them. Always thinking about order of operations first. 100%, man. 100%. Because we got to think in terms of that. Or what? Or we're just thinking in terms of randomness, right? If we don't have an order of operations, if we don't have a route of doing things in a correct order or in an order that we at least practice in, then we're just randomly looking at stuff. We're not even actually going through the motions. Jay got his shooters on standby. Like right now, a lot of people probably flipped bullish even though we haven't retaken anything. Some people probably took profits on their shorts, and I think that is the mature decision. Give us the low. Give us the low. Give us the low. Give us the low. Break previous day close. Give us the low. Give us the low. Previous day close again. Previous day open next level. Oh yeah, that is pretty close, isn't it? 513.50. All right, let's keep that in the back of our mind, that actually above this next fib extension, there is another level. It's kind of the bottom of this base, really. I'm just going to leave my cursor there and see if we smack it. Excuse me. Give us the low. Give us the low. Give us the low. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like zoom it and keep it as clean as I can. They're going to react to that today's open. Good call out, whoever said that. Matty Ice. Good call out. Good job, Maddie. He said, let's go. All out, scaled in all three, 515, 514, 81, rejects, bearish candles all over the 1 minute. Good call out, Maddie. I love the pattern recognition, man. Those are the signals that should be pushing you in when you find a pattern with positioning. Great job, Maddie. Be sure to drop a like on today's stream, guys. Vote in the poll if you have not already. It's just a fun poll we have going on. This morning, all we have covered is SPY and SPX. I said on SPX, you can be bullish if we take over 51.75. You should be bearish against this level. We are right under it. Now we're looking for breaks after this retest that we just saw on both SPY and SPX. Breaks at previous day close to see where does this take us, because we're actually under previous day open as well on SPX, but on SPY we're not. On SPY we're just now heading towards it, so got a lot more work to probably do on that SPY chart. But SPX looking like it's still under both levels, so now we're even more bearish under 51.59. A retake of this level could basically remove all that bias. It could remove all that bearish bias, and it could even cause a liquidity pump towards 51.75. But for now, intraday wise, we are headed lower until we see something else. I'm not going to play the guessing game. I'm just going to play the levels how they're supposed to be played. Also, if you're someone who's busy and you can't check stream, I am also posting on the Trade Floor Discord. So are 100 of my friends in here. Apparently, everybody is posting like crazy. And I try lately. I've been trying to post pretty bland to where it's just straight up like, watch this, watch that. I don't want to post 100 sentences while I'm streaming. Basically saying what to look over, what to look under, what to be bearish at, what to not be bearish at. It's okay to be wrong, but let's not have, zero preparation before the day starts. You know what would be funny is if they retook this level and then just like brought it up to here and then ruined all the bearish bias. That would be even funnier. I'm trying to think in terms of a chaotic market maker. That would be the perfect move. Pump it right back up to here. But you are intraday bearish as long as we're under the 514. There's a lot of levels to look at right there, but that's because I have the fib extension on. Let's see. Let's backtest it. Did this also have that same fib rejection? If I go from the low of that, and yeah. Not the perfect rejection like SPY, but same area. Maybe I will leave that on and just see, does it go to the targets? That'd be kind of cool to see. Good job, Scott. He said, yo, a $45 trade, not bad. Still my second month. Great job, Scott. Leland was updating Tesla. He said he made 55% on Tesla puts and looking for more, questioning the 167.79 level. There is previous day open. Great call out by Matty Ice on the SPY chart. We have hit PDO, standing for previous day open. Wheat said, AMD, nice little rip on increasing volume. Good looks. Tobias still calling for the bullish reversal. Man, I pretty much put that one all out on the floor for y'all. Really nice 80% tree on the 1 minute posted SS on the traded floor. Not gonna lie, traded up and down, now up again. 5 merge candle. Good looks on the levels, guys. Great job by Peoples in the trade floor. A lot of you guys might misread this or not see it at all, but people said typically I don't like 40% entries, so I size light, and that's a really smart thing because yeah, 40% entries aren't the strongest, so he sized light. So in relativeness to his entry type, he knows he's entering a weaker entry type. What does he do? Does he enter the same amount of money? No, he enters less. He enters less. He goes light. His first take profit just hit at 30%. Great job, Peoples. I'm really happy to see that. That's what I want to see. I want to see that you're aware of your position, that you're aware of what you're trying to do. If you're taking a 40% entry, should we be using an 80% entry level of funds? Fuck no. Great job, man. Leading by example. Callouts by Matty Ice all day in this chat. Damn, man, you're on it today. You even have like the whole like if it does this, I'm kind of sketched out, blah blah blah. Like you're like you feel the scenarios. You understand which ones are better, which scenarios are better. I'm seeing a lot of really awesome posts by you guys today. Could see another bounce towards this 512.76 / previous day low. And then he goes into chat and says, it was nice. I like the rejection of previous day high supply. Then the failure to get over the golden pocket making lower highs in the 1 minute. Then we got a strong break of previous day close. See how he's talking about just confirmations? Beautiful job, peoples. Keep that up, man. Stay in that range. Stay in that zone. Stay in that lane. Stay doing that. That routine that we go through every single day. And not every day is it going to look like this, peoples, and everybody else listening. It isn't going to be like this every day. Some days, it's going to be a lot more confusing. Remember how I started the day saying today could be nothing? And here we are. We're getting some great movement. Nothing to complain about. But this is why you always got to prepare your plans, prepare your charts, because regardless of what you think it's going to do or not, that doesn't matter. At least still have this stuff here so you can go through the routine of things. So even if Peoples didn't take those trades, I still expect him to make those posts. To say, oh, look, it did this. Oh, look, it rejected supply. Oh, look, we have lower highs after breaking supply. Let's see what level under we have. Oh, it's previous day close. Let's see if we can get a break of that. React said he's abusing Google at the moment. I'm happy to hear that. I won't lie, I do like ENPH shorts a lot, but I'm kind of waiting to see if 117s break. 117.70s. I don't really have anything else besides that one. Roku's still basing, but that was kind of expected. Nike, I think, is doing the same thing. Yep. Those are two that I could see, like Nike and Roku. I could see us ignoring those for a few weeks, and then we come back and they're up like 10% on their chart. Ulta as well. You'll probably see this one jump into that phase here pretty soon where they just start basing, getting boring to look at. You know, it's just the same info every day. And then we'll start to see a better base or a higher low or something appear, and then you'll see a lot better of a reversal. Most likely, but we'll see. If the market continues to bleed, I don't see why those shouldn't either. DAL is another one that I think should probably bleed more, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna go back to my chart. Sorry, guys. I like to look at other ones as well. Oh, and we are hitting the previous day low demand. I would like to assume we're at it on SPY or SPX as well. I just didn't chart it, but we're probably at it on that chart as well. And we're really close to the 100% extension. I'm not joking. Go to my first chart post in the trade floor today. I know how much you guys like to trade SPX, so I posted a very, 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 very vague, very vanilla, very just simple game plan. Because I know a lot of you guys don't like to read a lot, so I tried to post a very simple one. We're only 6 points away from the target I said was going to possibly get hit today. You owe me a... Oh, because we said previous day demand at the same time. Could see base build around this level. That is the correct response, creator. Until we see a break. I want to start seeing y'all say that more, too. I like that he said that. He said we could see some base building here. Because this is an area where we understand buyers are very present. Unless what? Unless we get the new low. Let's be better about that too. You guys are doing great though. I love the call outs everybody's doing. You guys are basically leading each other into great plays right now. I'm seeing nothing but amazing updates. King Carnage said 90% on puts. Thank you for holding my... Shut up. I didn't hold your hand. Good job, King Carnage with the 90%. Looks like Prop Street also took a open range breakout on IWM for 23%. Good job, man. 5 minutes, such a nice drop base drop look. Good job, Maddie. We can look at EXP in a minute, sorry. Remind me again before you leave or anything so I don't ignore it. Good job, creator, on the call out. Just making sure I saw everybody's message. React is still abusing Google. Okay, good. Man, everybody's posts today are fucking awesome. Everybody's on fire, dude. Oh my god, and it's breaking. Let's go. Give us 5137. Give me what I want. Give my chat what they want. Oh my god, go hit it. Go hit it. Go hit it. Come on. Alright, I'm trimming here. Trimming here, I'm not getting greedy. Let's go, people. Selling his runner at 95%. Good looks, Maddie, telling us that pre-market low was at 511.40. I'm just going to stare at this chart for a minute. Bask in the glory. Give me the perfect test of 5137. Or better yet, give me 5134 so I can say Leland's fib extensions are insane. Because honestly, they are. Lately, I've been using them a lot more. Look at us. Look at us. We basically trimmed at the low of day. He said, no, give us 5115. You're crazy. Man, let's go. I'm so fucking happy about that. Sorry for the language. It's just like, damn. You guys always ask for days like this, and here we are. I'm happy for y'all more than anything. Y'all ask for this every week. And we get another one. We got a calculated move. And you know what's funny? You go to the 5-minute, it just looks like a bunch of selling. Which, I mean, that is what it is, but... Very, very nice. Good job, Mangekyo Kevo. He said, tooketh. 75.5% on his 5140s, and he said the other ones earlier also went up a lot. Good job, everybody, man. And now, guys, we get to relax because we're at previous day low demand, so we really shouldn't be taking any new trades until we see more information. So there's two things we're going to be looking for. A break and retest of previous day low. Hold up, I'm typing all this. Or retake / hold of previous day low with higher lows. That's next. Good job, Eric. No, I still hate PPI days. I mean, if you think about it, we just took a trade that's inside of the range. These are the trades that I tell y'all about that you shouldn't be taking all the time. Like, yes, this right here should have been obvious to you. We opened higher. Okay, so at that exact moment, we probably are a little bit more bullish than bearish. Still are, during that entire candle. Next candle. Okay, now we're a little less, because we've actually seen the break of something. A break of a level. An emerging candle at 514.81. We get to test a previous day close. Okay, now we know that short-term selling could be done if we get back over this level. We didn't get back over the level. We rejected it perfectly. Broke at the next level. If you go back in the stream, I even say that if we get a close over this, you should be more bullish. There's a good chance we go and work towards today's open. If we don't, there's a very good chance we reject and work towards previous day close to potentially break it. The very next candle did that. Over the course of 15 more minutes, we made it all the way to the bottom of previous day low, and we actually even made a slightly new low. I don't want to call it that because it's the same area, basically. But this was a really good breakdown of how levels should work today. This might end up being the quickest stream of my entire YouTube channel. I know if I end it now, most of you will stop trading. Man, my other fan's acting up. But yo, seriously, everybody, Take your hands off of your phones. Take your hands off of your keyboards right now. Just look at the screen for a second. What I was going to ask is, now that you're not doing anything, how do you feel after today? It's only been about an hour. Less than an hour, but let's just say an hour. It's been an hour. How do you feel about today's confirmations? Was this too quick for you? Was this too slow for you? Was this just right for you? What do you feel about this? And I'm not just going over this because we were right about it today. I'm going over this because this is probably the cleanest version of this exact move you're going to see. And we see it every now and then. So please tell me, truthfully, how did you feel with today's movement? Did you feel helpless, hopeless? Did you feel like you couldn't touch anything? You felt so scared, your emotions took over you? Did you just kind of like turn on no emotion you and just kill the chart? What did you do? How did you feel? That's what I want to hear right now. VC, I can't believe you're asking me that. After I've literally pulled up. Like, somebody please answer him for me or I'm going to lose my mind. There's no way you're serious right now. There's no way you're being serious right now. Okay, I'm going to go through this really slowly with you. You ready? 4 minutes after the open, I said 51.37 is a big target today if we do not get over 51.75. Right? Let's move on to the next one, right? So we scroll up a little bit more. This is just my message history of the trade floor, by the way. Any one of you can search like this. Damn, I have 111,000 results. Let's see. So, me sharing the chart, 51.75 or just above previous day close. If you were in stream, I even went over the exact fib and when to draw it. To the set. All right, let's go to the... How do I go back? How do you go to page 1 again? Do you have to go to the bottom? Damn. Okay, well, we'll start here. I said, I'm just glad my traders have eyes because literally everyone is calling for puts after my post saying bearish. I mean, I don't know how much more clear I can be of that. And then right here, I showed how we were getting retested. 514.81. Watch for previous day close, break or retake of 515s, right? I tag previous day close because that's the next level that needs to break, right? That's when we were right here. Let's get a timestamp. What time was that message? 8:48. 8:45. 8:48 is within this candle. I'm literally yelling previous day close. On stream, the stream that you are currently watching, typing this message in, I drew the fib from here to here, and I said, yes, you should be short-term bullish if we get over 514.81, maybe even the 515.20s. That will help us get towards today's open, right? I also said if we get a rejection of this, there's a very good chance they're not just going to test previous day close, but probably break it. Word for word, I said that. Okay. I even go into chat 13 minutes later. No retake equals still bearish. I even shared the chart again. SPY hitting top of previous day low demand. I'm even saying, hey, We're hitting target. It's time to stop being so damn bearish. I mean, I don't know what the fuck else you want me to type. Get out of my chat, bro. Get out of here. Lazy. So lazy, bro. And then you go into chat and say, not gonna lie, when did you type confirmation? So lazy. Explained it on stream. I screenshotted. I typed. I mean, I can't share this stuff any further, man. You're just not paying attention. No, you're lazy. That's exactly what it is, dog. I don't care what you say in chat now, dude. You're lazy. And then you go into chat and type, dude, not gonna lie, when did you give confirmation? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Get out of here, little bro. I'm done wasting my energy and time on people like you who stress me out. I'm trying to trade comfortably, and what do? Try to stress me out. That's very annoying. And I dare anybody in chat to do that to another trader. I'll kick you. People in the past, they love to hurt people in this chat. And it's okay. I'm not even, guys, I'm not getting on to anybody here for not taking a trade. If you didn't take a trade, that's okay. I don't blame you. But don't ever come into my stream or chat and say, when did you give confirmation? Motherfucker, it's not my job to give you confirmation. It's your job. I'm here to chart. I'm here to trade. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to enjoy my community. It's not my job to trade for you. I've never once promoted myself to be that way either. So don't you ever come in here with that energy. I've never once said, I'm going to trade for you. And I don't promote myself either. You know what's funny? Everybody on social media promotes themselves that way, except me. That's why I'm not as popular. Guess what? I also have more successful traders than these people who have hundreds of traders under them. Find your own damn confirmations. Damn, man. How many times do I sit here and say order of operations? Do this in this order. Do this in this order. And you're still sitting here wondering about the easiest confirmation I've seen in my life. I wish I got days like this every day. And you're over here. That's crazy. I'm done ranting. I'm just not going to accept people's shit. Stinkfinger. I'm not even mad. I just don't like being stressed while I'm trading. I don't want you guys to ever feel that pressure either. It's so annoying. I'm not repeating myself 60 times over. I'm not... Also, another thing that has really disrupted some of my personal trading is me streaming and then also posting in chat. For you to ask that after I literally did both too, and me finally doing it successfully, like that annoys me even more. That gets me even more. You don't even understand how hard it is to stream and trade and post at the same time. But you're going to sit here and say that shit. That's crazy. I love you, man, but damn. Be more socially aware. I didn't say you lost money. Holy shit, you're still not listening. Okay, I'm just moving on. I'm just moving on. Oh my god. Okay, I need to go to IWM because I don't think I've seen that chart this morning except the first time I checked it. I just want to backtest this because I didn't get to trade it, so I want to see what it did. So from the dip to that first dip, what did it do? It did the same rejection SPY did. It might have I think it took an extra candle though. Yeah, so this one did drop 1, 2, 3 candle, but the third candle was red. If you go to IWM, it did the same thing, but 1, 2, 3 candles were green. Then you got the nasty candle, and I noticed this candle broke, but it didn't break that new low. I mean, it did, but it didn't close the new low. If you go to SPY, SPY did break the new low. It didn't test it, it broke it. So IWM and SPY were a little bit different in regards of how they dropped. But the drop seemed to have been the exact same target or same area, because this one went to top of demand of previous day low. This one also went to the top of previous demand previous day low before, of course, falling more, but it did go test that at the same time.
It's just good to back test. Did this one do this at the exact same time, or how much different were they? Just so you have a little bit of, I don't know, information to make them a little bit more unique. Is Boeing still okay? I was gonna say. They did break previous day low, which this is pretty identical to how yesterday traded, I guess. Broke it, retested, moved away from it, but it was a really slow move away from it. You might get the same thing here if they don't just retake 172, 173 area. It's really 172.40s to 173, whatever that is, 15. I guess we could round it up. I have FOMO for missing the move. We'll probably be back later. Totally fine, Crater. I think that's a mature decision. I was a bit late, but stuck to the plan. Need a bit more confident in the entry and flow. Totally fine. It's more reps. That's another thing. If you guys didn't take a trading opportunity, it's okay. Don't let that ruin you. Don't let that sit in the back of your mind as like the final boss of the game. You know, it's not like that. You guys are able to miss opportunity, but don't you dare miss opportunity and not review. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that also misses the review on it and doesn't understand what even happened. Go back and review. There might not have been anything that happened. You might not have missed anything. Or maybe you have parameters set where you're like, I'm only going to take trades that are like this, and then you go take another trade and it's nowhere near what you practice. It's like, what are you doing? Only go for what you practice. I wonder, man, because Spy's not looking super hot, but they are building base. But the Qs are looking so damn good. And by good, I mean, like, they've had this nice calculated dip where they fell down, but they're actually recovering pretty well. They're over previous day close. They're holding top of demand. It's just a small impulse move right now, but could definitely turn into a lot more over time. Maybe they dip back down, hold a higher low, work back up. We'll see. Not trying to guess, but you want to try to think about the different scenarios ahead of you. Wanted to enter after the break of previous day close, but wasn't fast enough. Good luck, see? At least you reviewed, though. Facts. I was able to get into it, understood I was late, so I got out quicker. Ooh, right there. That's a good point that Prop Street just made. He said, I was able to get into that trade and understood that he was late. So what did he do? He got out quicker as he approached his targets. He got out faster because he knew he was late to the party. So why try to act and pretend that he wasn't and hold this trade to a normal target? Why would he do that? That wouldn't make sense. Great job, Carter. I'm glad you made that point clear. So I got out quicker, which is a good thing for me. Stuck to the plan. Good stuff. I missed my trade. Don't review and blame Bueller because of it. It's okay. You don't have to just kid. It's a joke that needs to be said out loud. I already took a trade and just didn't want to re-enter a few minutes later and then just watch the drop. Didn't want to re-enter a few minutes later and just... Okay. Nothing wrong with that. I find it hard to re-enter that quickly as well. You know what's funny, by the way? I have VIX 1662 and 1667 as range for 2 years now. For some reason, we have so many turnarounds there. Maybe that's a historical area of volatility. We'll have to see. SPY barely broke yesterday's low, but SPX is still sitting as an inside day. Very good call out by Terry. We were just talking about the small differences that these two charts have. Good call out by Terry. Terry's definitely paying attention. Tobias says, can we pump now? I am sitting on a couple of free contracts that would do great on a huge pump. How free is free, am I right? Nvidia is looking so damn bullish, dude. What is going on? You know what's funny is the timing of things. If SPY doesn't break more lows and sits at support, Nvidia has a really good chance of continuing higher. Also, what other sector is Nvidia inside of? Not just SPY, but also QQQ. What is QQQ doing? They're green today. So if anybody might be wondering, why is Nvidia green but SPY is red? Well, you got to remember, it's not just in one of those sectors. It's in both. This wasn't Weeble's fault. It was Bueller's. I dare you to say that. I challenge you. Oh, man. And yeah, sorry you guys had to witness me blowing up on somebody, but I'm just done taking people's shit. I work too damn hard. Looks like Kevo's looking for some longs. Everybody's seeing a potential buyer zone. Seeing a couple candles pop up. I'm just reading over the trade floor on the Discord. There's a lot of really good posts by people in there. Mel posted Eric, Daffy, Mengekyo Kevo, Mengekyo. Challenge accepted. Oh boy. SPY closed above the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. Great call out by Ryan. For anybody who doesn't know what the 9 EMA is, and honestly, I don't use it as much anymore because of how many communities have started using it now. But when I first started trading, I only knew of one person who used the 9 EMA, and he didn't even call it the 9 EMA. He called it the T line. Stephen Bigelow. He called it the T line. He used the 8 or the 9 EMA. I think it was the 8, but I think we used the 9. But either way, it's just a good short-term confirmation is all it is. It's just like our fib. Whenever we draw a fib breaking a level or doing something, and we're looking for that type of retest to see if we get that if we get the negative retest or if we get the positive retake, then that helps us for just short-term direction use, really. And that's what the 9 EMA is. It's just for short-term direction use, right? So if we see good breaks under it and a combination of a good level breaking, that's a lot stronger of a confirmation other than just, one of them by themselves. And you don't have to use indicators. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. But this is the same use, though, for a lot of your short-term indicators. For your middle VWAP, for your 9 EMA, your 8 EMA. A lot of people use these for that exact reason. But where they go wrong is they only focus those indicators. You guys have all the best levels in the market, or some of the best levels. I don't want to try to act cocky. We have some of the best levels in the market. And they're consistent. You don't have to, go and rechart it and hopefully get the same level. No, you will get the same level. And then using that alongside it can be a really good helpful thing in the beginning, but I really don't want you guys to get too attached to indicators. But if they aren't noise to you, that's all I want to hear. Because I don't want people in here using them and then later on they're like, well, I have too much stuff on my screen. It's like, well, we try to talk about this. So, as long as it isn't noise to you, that's fine. Love Your Rants group is better for it. Hopefully. Base building just sold a higher high here on 1 minute for a scalp. Bought the retest to 512.85. Just watched the fib at Golden Pocket when it hit 51.56. 2 out of 2 today. Account is up 8.5%. Done. Great job, Maddie. I don't want to see you type in here again. Go have a great day, man. You've earned it. Okay, I'm going to complain now. Just kidding. You're good. Love you, man. We're in for the long run. Appreciate you. Am attached to you. I appreciate that. I like them for more confirmation. Good, man. That's what I want to hear. O.J. Simpson died? What? Hold up. This better not be cap.
Bam, he did die. Rest in peace. Well, I'm sure some of you won't say rest in peace, but rest in peace. I always just thought he was kind of crazy because when I first got into construction, there was this magazine I saw, and I don't know why this sits so rent free in my head, but whenever he got out of jail, there was an interview that happened, and they were like, "Yo, you keep going into jail for all these like small crimes," because he didn't just go to jail or go under trial for the big case you guys all are aware of. He's been to jail many times for stealing random things and all kinds of stupid stuff, but none of it to really tack him down in prison too long. But one of his interviews, he literally said, "I would do it again." It's like, okay, well, no need to know if he did it or not. It's just they couldn't, get him in trouble because he had already beaten the case. But that right there, that's a unique life that was lived right there. Able to beat the case and still be famous. Oh, you could already say he did it. He already told everybody he did it. You couldn't get him in trouble. He already beat the case. You can't you can't bring him into court for the exact same thing again. America's laws, they're bass-ackwards. Yes, boss, I'm heading to the vibe with the plants. Peace, have a great day. You too, Maddie. I love hearing that. Love hearing one of our traders is done with his day. He can move on and he can enjoy himself. Gonna drive my Bronco today in memory of him. Oh my god. Huh. Creator is on one, man. He's full of jokes. And look, guys, we talked about why we were trimming towards the previous day low demand. Yeah, we missed a little red, but we also dodged a lot more green. This would hurt you a lot more. I can't read that comment out loud, Tobias, but that is pretty funny. Just for the jokes of it. Nah, rest in peace, though. I saw Misi type that, and I was like, okay, well, it can't be a joke. Misi doesn't type stuff like that. So I knew it was real. Misi wouldn't pull our leg like that. Alright, if you guys want on SPX, I know we left this fib extension. You could delete this if you want. This was just so we could get some targets after the dip. But you still want to rely more on the information that's on the screen. But if you want to leave that, you can. It's not the end of the world. Really up to you. But yeah, nice little move to the upside here. They really haven't retaken anything. They've just held on to what they've already had before. They've held on to the previous day low demand. But we have not retaken really anything. On the I-10 tuned in. Be safe, man. Have a great day, BB fam. You too, David Q. Always love seeing your name pop up, man. If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. But that is by far one of the craziest videos when he's like putting that glove on, and you can clearly tell he's not like trying to. He's got his hand all like extended out, like it's not fitting. I don't understand. Yeah, we have a poll chart for chart backgrounds, Sinful, but look who's winning. This was to stop Leland. To stop their tyranny. All I'm really doing is giving Leland an estimate of how many people he has to convert is really what's going on here. I think I'm beating him, but in the long term, he's beating me. Information is power.
Next poll is if you should drink water. I'll never have a poll like that because you should always drink water. If there's one constant or absolute in life from me, it's going to be that you guys should drink water. I'm telling you, man, drinking water will help you out a lot. Dark charts make you sleepy. Sleepy makes you trade not as good. That breakdown, man. That breakdown. Trade now green. It's official. Great job, Tobias. He said, according to the poll, 89% of you are wrong. Nah. I think I hear copium. Anytime anything isn't going your way, just tell someone they're coping. Dark charts got more real votes than Biden did. Oh my God, we're really going that far. Harvard did a study and found those with white charts are goated. Huh. I didn't know that. I guess only 11% of you are goats in here. Yo, also, y'all are questioning the wrong thing. Did y'all even notice? Did y'all even notice the actual insane people? There's 7% of people in here who are actually insane. Like, yeah, the white, the dark, okay, cool, you know, whatever, we're having our little fun war, but what are these people doing? Y'all are questioning the wrong group, that's all I'm saying. There's a tertiary force of power here at work. They are half good. No, there's no way. Daffy has to be one of these people. Daffy has to be one of these people who have said that. There's no way. Okay, I just want to ask this truthfully. I swear I won't make a joke about it. But if you do use a random bright color chart, can you please just tell me what color you're using? I feel like I'll have a lot less of a criticism if it's like an actual, like, you know, calming color. But if you're sitting here and you're like, yeah, man, I got pink up on my screen. Green? How bright we talking here, Tobias? Or are you still talking about your own position? How bright of a green are we talking? I only see bears. Oh my God. Oh my God, Sinful. Green for the win. I guess I'd have to see how green it is, and then I would judge, but I don't know. I could see dark green not being that bad. Monster lime green? Oh, God. Stalling at golden pocket of that current run. Good call out, Terry. Thank you for keeping us on task. I appreciate you, Terry. Over here like, what color chart you guys got? The intellectual conversations that happen here are at an all-time high right now. Okay, NVIDIA did hit that next level, but I'm not going to sit here and act like that would have been fun to sit through. Because, yeah, it was straight green, but if you go to the 1 minute, it was not straight green. It would have been pretty tough to hold that. Just the timing of things. But also, seeing the market being how it is, that would have been really hard to catch NVIDIA. So I don't think I'm going to sit here and be like, guys, you should have been able to catch this. Nah, that would have been a tough one. If you did catch it, I'm impressed with you. I think I saw a couple of you mention it, but yeah. No, you're an impressive trader if you somehow caught that while also watching the market, because that would have been a toughie one. Ah, JPM shorts, man. That's what I was running the short the other day, and we didn't do it. Whatever, I'm not going to be mad. So the reason I liked it is the same reason we had the market today, is I just liked that it had this little dip, and then of that dip, it retook it again here. This is my canvas. Okay, Santana, I can actually be okay with that. That's like a manila color, right? Like a skin color. Manila. That's not a bad chart background, I guess. Held longer than I should have, but contract only hit 5%. Just a bad con. Too far to the money. Exit was okay.
517. Oh, okay, fair enough. I don't know why they put a question mark there. There's not supposed to be a question mark there.
A bright tan type color. Man, you guys love to see bears on my chart 1,000 times. Green monsters, fire. Fib lies all the time at 61.8. That's why you can't just draw the 61.8. If you notice, I don't draw the 61.8. I understand that the golden pocket is 61.8, but you guys got to understand the golden pocket is not just one level. You guys want to Google it? Let's Google it. What percentages are the golden pocket? You know what answer we're going to get? 61.8 to 65%, which is why I mark 65%, because that is the furthest extent of it. So you should draw either both or just the 65, because then you're at least getting the fullest extent of where that can go. You're getting faked out because you're missing 0.04. You're missing a large percentage of this golden pocket. It doesn't fake out, you're just not giving it the whole range. Some people will even question mine and be like, well, you don't mark the whole thing. I don't have to mark the whole thing. I have the fullest extent of it. You know where the other one is? It's like right here somewhere. So what's the point of adding that one if I have the farther one here? That's my thing. So if you're going to add just the 61.8, in my opinion, you should also add the 65%, because that's the furthest extent of that pocket. That's just the initiating number is 61.8. It's also way more promoted that it's the 61.8. I don't think I ever see anybody mention 65%. Leland's one of the few, I'm one of the few, but most people only mark the 61.8. Which is okay. I'm not saying you're like wrong or dumb for doing that. I'm just saying what you're doing. You're only marking one leg of that golden pocket. It's actually, a pocket is two things, right? You have the 61.8, 65, and then we got our halfway point. But that's why you might be seeing some fake outs, Mel, is because in some instances it might only go up to that 61.8. But in other instances, it's going to want to go up a little bit more and maybe touch that, or even maybe do one of those fake highs that you and me see a lot. But you're not wrong for having the 61.8. I don't want you to think that. You should still have that. But if you want to add the furthest leg of it, or the furthest wall of it, that you definitely want that 65. That's the main reason I draw that. I believe that's in my retest trading video or whatever, the seminar we did. I don't even know if any of you guys are in that or not, but I know you guys have access to it. So let me go find that real quick, because I want to go look at that too. Oh wait, it's in my slideshows, not my documents. Slides. But good post there by Mel, though, because I bet you a lot of you guys have struggled with that before and just didn't think about it. You probably just thought, oh, it's just a fake out. But sometimes it really does mean that. But let's find where I talk about it. Oh, here it is. So in my seminar for retest trading, that was one of the points I made, was the only fibs I have on are the 0.5 and the 0.65. The halfway point, which is proven to be strong, it's the CP, the control point, the halfway, you guys know that. And then the golden pocket ranges, which actually ranges from 0.65 to 0.618. So we just focus on the furthest extent of that range to keep things clean and simple. But if you mark both, I'm not going to ever look at your chart and be like, why do you have that? No, it's totally fine. If you want to mark both, I think it's an incredible thing to do. Thanks a lot at the 65 honey hole. B-check Visa for a long swing. You will love the spot and the candle. Daffy, I'm so happy to see your name, by the way, man. I told everybody where you've been. I gave you your I told everybody where you've been a couple times, but I'm really glad to see your name back in chat, man. Seriously, I actually did feel your break from chat. I felt that one. And I'm really happy to see you're here again, because you're definitely one of the... I was just talking about you yesterday. I was saying you and Leland are two people that I really feel like I can truly be proud of, because, like, you're like homegrown traders who didn't start here, but y'all came here, you, like, recorrected yourselves, adopted a new strategy that, you know, you're probably aware of, but didn't trade. And now you guys don't just trade my system, you guys made it your own, and you've made it into something that's very strong, and you guys lead other people into it. Eric said, yeah, glad to see you, Daffy. Bueller said you died. Just kidding. No. But I'm glad to see your name again, man. I really did enjoy you. I really did miss you the whole time. I would cry in my pillow at night, and I'd fall asleep with my tears crusting up my eyes thinking of you. Glad to see you back again, though, man. I'm charting Visa. Sorry, I'm like drawing a blank. I'm looking at too many things at once. Let's get this. Oh my god, the positioning is insane. All I've done is draw on a monthly emerging I have yet to finish charting this, and I'm already liking the look of it. Daffy knows what I like, man. He knows I like positioning, and he knows I like hammer candles, and I got both of those in this chart. Which is funny, because I was just saying I wanted to short the crap out of MasterCard, but they've hit my target now, so that would also be in line with something I was already looking at pretty heavily, and they are also at a potential higher low. No, they don't have a hammer candle, but this would be where you potentially see one pop up, so... Positioning is on par. Now let's get some daily zones in here. Okay, so all-time high zone is right here. That one's pretty simple. Again, we just went from the high to the open of that green candle before the reversal back down. I did it again. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I want to go from here to here, I think. Yeah. Whoops, I'm not even on the right tool. So I'm going from this high, this move, to the open of that green candle before it reversed back down. And then I just want to back test what it did. Held it as support. So you probably could adjust that to go over that candle. But that means there's a resistance here to some extent that we don't have drawn. Because there's definitely something going on here. If you just look here, they've rejected it here, all throughout here. They held it as support here. Held it as support here before breaking lower. Higher open, break, rejection. There's definitely something at 277.50, so we're gonna leave that. I don't ever add random levels like that, but that has to be added because there's something there. It's probably the halfway point. I bet if I go from here to here, okay, it's in between them. It's pretty close. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll keep it consistent. We'll do a halfway point. And then delete the fib. There we go. So 278. That's a good number. Let's get the higher low of this move. And that's it. But you are correct. Another good thing, too, to backtest this is just see... what was I saying? Sorry, brain farting again. You can add your EMA sets to kind of backtest this, and you'll notice that it's actually not that bullish based on EMAs. But if you were to get bought back up, that 9 EMA retention is what you would look for. So it's looking for probably 276.50s. No luck, gun tucked. Alright, so let's do a fib from break of level to area where they bought. So we're going break of level to the low of the move. Of that move, they've actually held it as support. We might be seeing bulls take over short term. If you see a loss of 51.4930s, there's a very good chance we're getting a second leg down, but we don't know if we're going to get a new low of day. We just know that we might get a second leg down. So let me post that. Dear God, someone ignores this. Hey, Dondu posted. Nice.
Good updates by Eric, too. Ah, I see you, Daffy. I saw what you posted. I like what you did. You're going for a short-term move because that is all we have confirmation for is a potential short-term move. I like that you're doing that. Yes, it went through. It went through, Daffy. I got it. Look at how the 50% of the 50% GP from the top of the top right now is holding up. Ah, I like that, Eric. A calculated. Done for the day. See y'all tomorrow. Thank you, King Carnage. Have a great day, man. Oh, nice, Carter. I just now read that. Sorry. You say only 10%. 10%'s fine. People will be tripping about that. 10, 15, 20% is amazing. You can consistently get that. There's nothing wrong. Is it entertaining to get 10% over 100%? No, of course, duh. I think we can all agree it's more fun to make more money. But 10%, there's nothing wrong with that. Also, if you could break down why you made 10%, that's even more important because the meat of why you got to that point or how you got to that point is also going to be more important. So, I don't know. I'd be proud. Plus, it's nice to get some dubs. Prop Street said it was exactly what I planned for, honestly. So all that okay, awesome, dude. That's all that matters then. I love to hear that. That's the type of plays that feel good when it feels like it just pushed you in, like you were just like a robot trading. Like when you feel like you're emotionless, those are the best trades. And I feel like you always, it's not like you're learning anything from it. It's you putting yourself to work. Like all the reviewing you've done, all the muscle memory gathering you've done, all the information you've gathered. Everything you've done up to this point, all the reps you've taken, the routine time you've gone through, this is the result of it. You making those plays, that's you.
That's the actual you trading right there. But it's hard to pull that you out of you every single trade. But that's why we have to take the necessary steps that we can in preparation and reviewing and all that good stuff and trying to keep ourselves in a good attitude. Therefore, when we take these trades, we're able to do so and make sense of it instead of just, losing a bunch of money. Or worse, and you might not think this is worse from your point of view, but from my point of view, I promise you it is, making money. Making money can be the worst thing someone can do when they're doing it the wrong way. When they're not trading a strategy or they're gambling and they make money, they tend to believe that, oh, that's all I need to do. I don't need a strategy. They're further selling them on they don't need a strategy. And then it takes even more time to get back to that point when you finally do understand, oh, this is wrong. Got the setup I've been looking at over and over and over. Good job, Carter. Let's go. I love to see that, man. I love to see that you found something that you've been practicing heavily. What was it? I want to read it. I need to go read some results and reviews. There's a couple there I've missed. I saw Spicy Pepper killed it. Paper Hands. Had the right idea but got stopped out. Okay. At least you had the right idea. Mel did great. We saw that. We saw Peoples. He killed it. Perfect breakdown. Thank you for tagging me, or for including me in there, Peoples. I appreciate you, even though I know you did that on your own. You can't fool me. Buyer of despair, seller of hope and greed. Not a wise trade, but a fun one. Never do this in size. Your shit will get wrecked. Let's see what you did. Damn, Tobias, you were right. I would be a little disgusted, but I see what you did there. And I can see you had information in front of you very clearly. Viztex with a small loss. Let's see what he did here. I want to be like, you cut too early, but I know what it's like to be in a candle like that, so I don't want to say that either, because I know when you're in a candle like that, all it takes is for one more of those types of candles to make that position down 80%. So I really can't get onto you, Viztex, because that your stop loss is right above it, and I see exactly what you're looking at, and you didn't get a close above it, but I understand why you cut there. So I really can't give you criticism on that. I probably would have cut too. Daffy's Visa play is already up 25%. His first day back in the chat, calling out plays, and he's already banking on V. Good call out. Oh, Sinful just said the same thing. Yo, Sherman, what's up, man? How are you doing? He said, took profits here, scalped that in less than 10 seconds. You're a legend. Talking about the upside on SPY right here. You're good, Carter. Take as much time as you need to on that review. But you said the 0.5 of the high of day to low of day. 1 minute chart got the gravestone candle followed by a bearish engulfing. I've seen Mel take that type of trade a lot. Okay, good. So you've seen Mel take it a lot. You practiced it. You reviewed it a lot. Now you're comfortable with it. I love to see that. Mel said the 65, or also known as the furthest extent of the golden pocket, is now lining up with the 200 EMA, which it's okay if you guys don't have that on your chart. I don't either. But you do need to understand the 200 EMA is a very important indicator, meaning it's a very large area. Glad to see you, Sherman. Give us 275, Visa. Daffy, I'm so hyped to see all you guys typing in here, man. We got Sherman, Sinful, Mel, Daffy, Prop Street. We got everybody in here. Nobody say Leland. Leland is always here, whether he's here or not. All right, and we see bulls trying to hold over. Beeler, what's your opinion on not taking trades during the afternoon? I mean, it really just depends the type of day. If you have had good price, it's all relative. Like if you've had a ton of movement all day long, and then you're like waking up late or coming in from work or maybe something else happened, you're just not opening your charts, whatever the case may be, and you open up your chart and you've seen there's been a ton of moves during the day. I just don't think it's fair to be like, yeah, there's a lot of opportunity left on the screen. No, there isn't, right? And there's going to be days where nothing happens in the beginning of the day or just slight movement happens, you know? And then it's like, you know what? I'll look for something, but I'm not going to force anything. So I have no actual, like, hate against trades in the afternoon. I think it's great no matter what time you trade. I think the general opinion is just based off of, like, old routine. Like, everybody seems to think the first hour and the last hour of the day is the only time you can trade. And that used to be the case. When I first started trading, that was the case. The first hour and last hour of the day was mainly where all the movement came from. But nowadays, and for a long time now, I've noticed you could trade it any time. Every day is different. Every day does not do that, you know? Maybe a majority of the time it might do that, but it definitely isn't like that all the time, you know? So I think you should just be open-minded. Being open-minded, because you need to be able to understand that there's going to be opportunities in the afternoon sometimes. Like I know a big famous thing when I, like, the way the buy the dip setup came to be a thing is because of days like that, where you would get a dip, like this, where you'd get a dip, and it just felt like endless selling, which this isn't endless selling, but you know what I mean. And then we would be like, all right, well, what's a passive way of actually returning to being bullish again without making stuff up? And you know, using our fibs, using our higher lows, you know, using these things to stack up over time were the only ways to get up there with confidence. But that takes time, and a lot of the time those trades pop up in the afternoon or around lunchtime because of the necessary things that are needed before that higher low base build occurs. You need to move down. You need a base build. Then you need to move up. By the time you have that, we're near the end of the day. So a lot of the BTD setups actually do happen in the afternoon and around noon. Your intraday by the dips, I should say. So I don't know. I really don't have any hate towards certain times of the day. I don't think people should be trying to trade the last 10 minutes or the first 10 minutes, but I think everything else in between is fair game. And I say that just because of the balancing of the contracts and all the movement and stuff. Leland's burying someone? But what's your take on it though, Ryan? Are there certain experiences where you've been like, I don't really want to touch it, or and that's another thing, like limit yourself to things you're comfortable with. Like if you yourself can't for some reason figure out why you suck at afternoon trading, then just avoid it for now. You know, if you have no problem trading in the morning and at the end of the day, but for some reason on the in between you just can't fit something together, you just can't get it going, then just avoid it for now. It's not like it's something you're never going to surpass, but it's something we should realistically realize, okay, I'm going to wait on this, I'm going to practice this more, and then I'll return to it. So limit yourself to not trading during those hours. I like keeping an open mind. Sometimes I feel like I force too much midday searching for setups. Basically, my last trade I just made. Okay, well, see, that's a good point of view, too. I like how you put that. You said sometimes you feel like you have to force midday searching for setups. That right there is a big problem because this kind of adds into my maintain thing. When I tell everybody like maintaining is the hardest part of trading, that adds into that because that's another reason that could ruin you. You could be someone who's doing great. Maybe you took some swings and some day trades in the morning or whatever, and you're just killing it, right? And then guess what? You get bored. You start looking at the charts more, or maybe you're just trying to learn more, right? And maybe you see something that you think is a signal, and it gets you in. Like you just got to have better control of yourself, really, because there's so many different variables, and you have to chart as much as you can to practice and to review and to be more mature about what the decisions you're going to make. But at the same time, you know, the more you look at it, the more you're giving yourself a chance of making that mistake, of being bored and just trading to just trade just because you can, just because it's the click of the button. So just try to add more importance behind the click of the button, if that makes sense. Like every time you click to enter, it should feel like you're launching a missile. You know, it should feel like you're launching a rocket into space. It shouldn't be something that you just do so easy, so nonchalantly. You know, the click of the button is a lot more important than we like to give it, because it's so easy. Anyone can do it. See you later, Tobias. Shooting star at the previous day close. Oh, good looks. Yep, you got way. Excuse me. Inverted hammer, shooter look. Makes sense, thank you, B. No problem, man. That was a good question you had. It's also just good to talk about these things out loud, Ryan. And anybody listening, if you have anything you want to talk about, just talk about it out loud. Seriously, you're not crazy. You got to make it a real. You got to make it a reality so you can approach it. You can't really approach a problem that you're not even letting exist. I found I get a good plan and then lose the afternoon. God, I'm losing my voice. Then hope a lotto saves me. This week, I've gotten much more away from that. Oh, nice. Okay. So you saw you were struggling with certain things, and you're like, you know what? I'm just not do this. Kind of what we just said. Kind of you limited yourself in a way where you know you mess up in this area, and it's like, no, you're not going to avoid it forever. You'll probably come back and progress with it or work on it. But for now, it's just good to avoid it and limit yourself towards the areas you know you're better at. The ones you practice with more. The ones you're more memorized with. Super risky. I'm in a 516 colon spy. Same day straight cut at 25%. 3 cons. Good looks, Daffy. Thank you for being so clear about that too. Therefore, even if you're not here, somebody should be able to understand what's going on. 100%, Ryan. And you got to remember too, all of us go through the same stuff. Like, you might go through something and be like, damn, I'm the only person doing this right now. I'm the only person struggling with this. I promise you you're not. There's always a bunch of people, or some of us who've had past experiences, who line up with something you may be working on. I don't want to say struggle with, because you might not always be struggling. Good morning, Ace. How you doing, man? Peoples is entering small puts, but he's keeping his stops tight. Okay. Just remember, we are technically above the fib, but we do have a rejection. So, kind of like, remember we were talking about this being a gray area earlier? This is like the gray area again, where if we get a good pop, there's a very good chance we're going to go smack this lower high, maybe even today's open. If we get the rejection or a break of these fibs, there's a very good chance we're going to at least test this low, get a break of that low. We're going to most likely test today's low, or at least the halfway point of that low. So like 51.43. Good call out though by Peoples talking about the current day 50%. Peoples, how are you doing today, by the way? I'm going to give you some conversation while you're in your trade. How are you doing today? Love a lot of your call outs here recently, man. So, I mean, I always do, but I feel like recently you've really been in tune with like how you type your call outs, like how and not really call outs, you know what I mean, typing updates. I don't like to say call outs because I don't want people thinking, oh, People's just dropping signals. He says horrible, I'm up too much money. Hey, remember what we talked about last time though, Peoples. Remember what happens to us when we get a good amount of money under us and we start doing a lot better. Remember to pull some of that out and limit yourself back to your original balance so we can continue grinding. But I love that you're up, man. You're one of the people I love to see winning, man. Peoples is one of our younger traders, but in the head, he's definitely one of the wiser ones. For sure. Fake Mojo knows. Fake Mojo's been here watching the journey from a bunch of people. It's nice, too, just seeing people that you like, I don't think I've ever done anything to make people's trade better, but it's definitely nice to put energy into somebody and then see them progress. Like, I'm never going to take that away from someone. Like, everything Peoples has learned up to this point is because of Peoples. Like, he doesn't know anything because of me or Leland or this or that. Like, we might have led him in the direction, but it's all because of him. So it's just nice to know that someone you put energy into is progressing or at least making sense of things. It doesn't even matter if they're progressing. Just, again, progressing in terms of money. It's also in terms of progressing for, like, just anything, really. But it's just nice to see someone doing well. Exactly, Peoples. And you know exactly why I say that of all people, to not get ahead of yourself. Because you know me, I do the same damn thing. I'd say one of your biggest problems is one of my biggest problems. I feel like that's another reason I connect to your trade so well. Because I'm like, see, he's not stupid. He just gets ahead of himself. It's a mental thing a lot of the time, and I do that too. You'll have no problem getting wins, but you'll also have no problem being your worst enemy. And that is a big issue. And you and me are going to work on that. We're going to keep working on that. But you got to remember though, if you are your worst enemy in trading, that is a good problem because that is something we can work on. If you were to come at me and say, I'm only losing because of Weeble, I'm only losing because of the market makers, I can't help that because you can't even help yourself, you know? But you guys aren't like that. We're not delusional in here. We understand that we are part of the problem with our own trading. We understand that. We understand that. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. It's completely normal. It doesn't feel normal. It feels like shit. I feel horrible when I make mistakes, but it's a necessary task that needs to be done so we can move on from that. So I can remember that. I can have that muscle memory. I can move on from it, and not just have muscle memory of the pain, but also muscle memory of the solutions to solve that pain. Oh, I'm down 25% on a trade I don't know why I'm in? Huh. And back in the day, I'd keep holding it. Nowadays, I'm like, I'm going to cut this. We can get a better entry. And if it does keep going my direction and it would have helped me, then I'm not going to sit here also on the other end of the spectrum and say, you know what? I would have held that. I would have totally got all my money back. No, I wouldn't have. So it's just good to be real with yourself. You got to be open with yourself and you got to be as realistic as possible. Did you mess up? Tell yourself that. You don't got to tell us that. We're not going to hate you for it. I love the honesty. I promote the honesty in here, regardless of how ugly it is. All right, hold on. I gotta go let my dog out real quick. All right, I'm back.
I had to take my dog out, but looks like since I left, we did hold the fib and move up higher.
Oh my god, I'm so happy that you reminded me. Prop Street. Yes, it'll be recorded. It's going to be an unlisted recording stream on YouTube. I'll link it in the Bueller Lifetime stream channel, whatever. Bueller is the Sam Selleck of trading. Is that a compliment or no? I don't even know. It felt like one. Oh, that guy. I don't know why I couldn't think of him. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. He's pretty chill. I don't know if I'd ever want to get that bulk. Like, that's pretty crazy bulk. Like, almost too much bulk. But he's pretty chill. The way he holds himself, the way he talks about things. I feel like most people in that regard don't talk like that. Cutting for a loss, boys. All good, though. We still up good. Have a good day, y'all. You too, Jay. Breaking above previous day close. Great call out by Fake Mojo. And he said that while we were breaking above it. I'm late to his call out. We are rejecting the previous day close right now after getting a pretty good distance above it. Man, thank you for reminding me, though, Carter. I just remembered we have to do that. Mans did no music again today. Yeah, it's kind of my fault.
I mean, it's not really my fault. OBS wouldn't update. I tried to fix it. Oh my god, Daffy.
They're up 40% on that Visa call out. If anybody was in here, oh my god.
Bro, you have to do that. It's your first day back. How are you already doing this? So he had 5 cons, he trimmed 3, which means he trimmed a majority of his position because that's over half. Keeping 2. Therefore, he has a little cushion for himself to maybe get a bigger runner. And also, if it reverses on him, he can cut at a good stop loss and probably still be slightly green, considering he just covered most of his position. Great job, Daffy. Not just amazing on the call out, amazing job on managing what you do after that. Not just selling all 5, not selling 2 less of them, but selling the perfect amount of them. And if you do end up closing them all, there's no problem with that either. But honestly, amazing job. I love that you're giving the play a chance of more. God, it's so nice having Daffy back. I only had him gone for a month, man. Felt like 3 years. We missed ya. But great job on the Visa call-out, man. I'm also happy to see you killing... Honestly, the chart's exactly how I was looking at it with MasterCard, but you did it on a different chart that I wasn't looking at on Visa. So I'm even happier to see that. Oh, bro, 275 is definitely possible. You could even see 278 today.
I hope it doesn't do that all in one day.
I hope it takes its time and gives you a better pump than that. Alright, and I'm sorry to do this to everybody, but I have
Plans with Lifetime Chat and Leland. Leland, are you here? Hold up. I'm not going to end stream unless Leland's here. If Leland's here, then we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. Or let me message him.
We'll stream till Leland gets back, and then we'll go to the lifetime stream. The lifetime stream is going to be pretty chill. Just kind of covering a bunch of things, really. Leland is busy making memes. That's fine. He's allowed to use his time for what he wants. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream now, and then I'm gonna go get ready for the lifetime stream. If you guys want to, sorry, I'm brain farting right now. If you guys want to get more updates in, or get more communication in, or just conversate with other traders, join the Discord. You don't have to buy a membership. You can literally join for free and just talk with other people. It's totally fine. But really cool place just to kind of interact with everybody. But I hope to see more of the names in here that I see typing in here and there as well. I think a lot of you guys just need to put yourself out there more. Being dead ass honest, I think, again, I'm gonna repeat myself. I think a lot of you guys just need to put yourself out there more. I think a lot of you guys are very bright. I think there's just small stuff here and there that maybe we're missing on. You know, like, and I'm the same way. I don't want you guys to think I'm so perfect and you're so not. No, I'm just like you guys. You know, I make stupid mistakes all the time. I lose money. I make money. You guys do the same thing. It's not like that. We're not like a group where it's like, oh, Mueller's making billions of dollars. No, I make mistakes too. I don't make millions of dollars. I'll be dead ass honest right now. I don't make millions. No, but nobody here does. So what we need to work on now is just routine. Trying to be as close to the routine, the daily routine as possible. Really just a lot of the stuff we talked about yesterday. Regardless of us bumping heads or not, we need to follow that routine. No matter how bad the day is, no matter how bad we might feel, if we can just limit ourselves, because again, the only thing that we're in control of is ourselves, the decisions we make. We don't have any control on what the market does, right? The only thing we have control of is what we do, the risk we put on the market, the decisions we make on the market. So if we can limit those actions, we can make those more disciplined, more mature, more accurate, more calculated, more planned out, more prepared, then the probability or the outcome of what we're doing should also be a lot better. Be more geared towards the direction we want. Instead of only taking losses, well, maybe we'll actually finally mixing in some wins that make more sense to us. And maybe some of our losses also start to make more sense, so we'll see less of them. And really, again, the whole point of this isn't to make money. It's to make sense of everything, right? We don't really care about the news or what it means, right? We don't care about that stuff. We're just price action traders. We trade off of price history. But we need to be able to follow that routine as closely as we can. But no matter who you are, guys, I hope to see more of you in here, in the Discord as well, typing and interacting with each other, just so you have a place to kind of keep yourself disciplined, because that's really why I like it. It's just kind of a place to like revert back to. You know, if I get bored, you know, I go check the Discord. I go see what everyone's up to. I don't jump into my trading account and go try to trade on my own in the silence of the day. No, I try to keep myself open and aware and in front of everyone, so I don't feel that I have to make those vulgar decisions that lead me to making big mistakes. But guys, I'll see you later on. I got a lifetime stream to go attend to. But I appreciate you guys again. Most likely not streaming tomorrow. If I do, I'll let you all know. But let's just enjoy the rest of today. Try to just keep your head in the game. Try to review some. Seriously, go read some of the Discord stuff. If you're someone who's not focused on the system enough, go read chat more. There are so many people in there who are so focused, you'll be impressed.
But thank you guys again. I'll see you later on. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, and dark charts are better.